Let's go live. Let's go live. I am live. Thanks, guys, for the previous stream. I had, it says 82 views, and I had 10 peaks. That's awesome. I needed 10 peaks. 10 peaks. All right, so I'll wait for y'all to come on in. All right, so. Okay, that was that one. This one. Now. Okay. There we go. I am live. Flip, how are you doing, Philip? Where have you been? Oh my goodness. I thought it was nice to have Kelly Chambers come in. Now it's you. Oh yeah, this is old school. How you doing, dear? It's so nice to have you here. It really is. I'll be missing you. Now we're just gonna have a whole bunch of fun. Get some people up here on the panel to chit chat with me. Let me go ahead and drop the link for the invite. How are you doing, Philip? How's the family? Are you feeling this ascension? I know you're feeling this ascension. Okay. And there's the link for the people. I got that working. Thank you so much. Oh, you're welcome. I really miss you. Let's go live. I am going to take a break while people come in. If you don't mind telling them that I just stepped out so I can go check on my nephew who is giving my mom hell. Driving a tow truck now. You got a 10-month-old. What? You got a 10-month-old? Congratulations, boy or girl. It really is a nice time to have a kid. I mean, given everything that's going on, I get it. But now people can be at home more, with their kid. And, yeah, congratulations. Yeah, we're back 2017 style. I know, right? I still have all your photos in the Google albums and stuff because you, myself, and Beth are the only ones that really get those little entities and all the elements or whatever it is that we see. I just ignore them now, but they're getting to where I can feel them and they want me to film them. I'm just not going to do it no more. Too much energy. Oh, you got another boy. Yay. Are you done having children now? I had 4. I did my job. I had to multiply. All right. I'll be right back. Let's go live. So the new kids, Yeah. Hold on. Ooh. You know, I had to hit the pot. Okay. Oh, darn, I turned off the wrong phone. Messing with so many devices, I get confused. There we go. Here. See, I'm feeling a lot better. I think it was just that fish I had. That fish didn't sit well with me. It didn't sit well with me the other night either. Okay. What did you name him, Philip? Sorry, I had to hit the blunt. All right, so let me go share this. That's the wrong one. See, it says 67 views. That's cute. That's cool. It said 80 something, but they always knock me off some. I'm trying to keep my peaks high. I got 2 of y'all watching. What's his name? Kylo? Or is it? It's Kylo. Did I say that right? Let's go live. All right. We're live. Come join. I think Shanna's going to be joining the panel shortly. Shanna Hone, the Satellite Pony. Should have tagged somebody in that one, shouldn't I have? And I can copy. Sure. You know, I lost another Instagram. I don't know if you heard. Sons of the Most High. Hello. High Vibe Tribe. What it do, squad? We just finished another live stream, so now it's chill time. How are you doing? Best friend whose name? Oh, I forgot. On StreamYard, I can post y'all's comments up here. We're gonna have some people, guys. I'm gonna drop the link again. If you guys want to join the panel, come on in. Who's the next? What was that show back in the day? Who's the next contestant on The Price is Right? This is all about fun now. Spiritual awakening, I love to talk about. I was supposed to be showing that. How come it's not showing? Oh, there it goes. I forget how to do. I used to be queen of StreamYard. I forget what I'm doing. Great work happening to come up, drop in. Well, thank you for dropping in. I appreciate it so much. And it's so awesome how in 2022, everybody has the coolest names. Like, I understand them now. I literally understand them. I don't just go over and be like, oh, cool name. But now I understand. Hello, Michelle, Skies Above. How are you? I miss you. Of course, I miss everybody. How's, wait a minute. You're Michelle, right? Skies Above, too. What is the 2 for? You're the same one, right? I got kicked off my Instagram. Well, I didn't get kicked off. My Instagram got repoed or something. All of a sudden, they took over. They changed my email on my Instagram. After I just started building it up and started sending messages to people talking about a personal loan, or if they want a loan that they didn't have to pay back to the government. And they were convincing people that I had the loan and that they were talking to me. The same thing happened to me, but I thought it was Alex Lujan. Kind of find out it was a fraud trying to rip people off. So I don't have an Instagram anymore. I miss you too. I'm dropping the link, Michelle. If you want to come on in for a minute or however long. Shanna's going to be joining us. Shanna Honey sound like pony. I can't help but say that every time. Shanna, I can't just say Shanna or Honey. I gotta say, sound like pony. Yes, ma'am. Your real channel won't let me chat in your room, so this is my backup channel. Oh, this channel won't let me chat. Oh, it won't let you chat in my room. Why? You know what? I get emails all the time that people can't come into my chat. But this is StreamYard. You can just click on that link right here that I'm about to drop again. You can just click on this link and you can come on in. This isn't okay, you're back. Good. Okay. I know, right? How is it to see Philip? Awesome. It's like seeing Kelly Chambers. I dropped the link. Shanna Honey sound like pony. I'm dropping links. You got to tell me what to do with my dog, Shanna. She's just, I don't know. Congratulations to Philip too, ladies. He just had a little boy. Yay. And I have a grandson. He's 2. I'm a grandmama, y'all. Sure is. But I'll tell you when you get on the panel, Shanna. I just don't know if I left some shampoo on her that I wasn't supposed to leave on her. And hey, skies above, jumping on. Oh, hold on. Don't I have to do something to get you on? Oh, here we go, right here. Whoop. Okay, the layout. Yeah, I'm back. Bitches. So 3. No, this way. Go. Talking to myself. Okay. But yeah, Shanna, my dog is she's just itching, and it's all down her back, like a line down her back. She's bruised on her inner thigh. She won't stop scratching. And she's starting to lose her hair on her back. But it's the bruised area I'm worried about. That's like on her inner thigh. It's pretty bad. And she just won't stop. She doesn't scratch in her sleep. Therefore, I think it might be in her head. You know? She don't wake up and do it. Device is not connected. Oh, Philip tried. You tried. Shanna, you beat Michelle in here. She was trying too. Oh, shoot. I think okay, gotcha. There you go.
What's
Shanna,
up, honey?
Hey, I miss you. Let me get rid of this right here. It's like, see your face. Hey, I miss you so much. Yay, look at it smile. How you doing?
I apologize for not dressing up for the occasion. I'm in my house robe.
It is okay. I've never seen you in a robe, so it's a first. There's Philip. Hi. Y'all making me feel at home now. Yeah. Philip, you know Shannon.
What's up, Philip?
Hey.
Yeah.
It's been a long time. Long time.
Yeah, it's been like years. I haven't seen his face.
It's so good to see you guys.
Time I've ever seen him.
I missed you all so much.
We all miss you too. Congratulations. He's a new dad.
Oh,
Yay.
Congratulations. Now, is this your first is your first baby?
Second, isn't it? Philip, is it first or second? Philip, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Philip, is this your first baby or second baby?
It's actually my third.
Third? Wow. Oh, no. What happened to him?
Oh, we lost him. I think they're all boys, too. I think all of them are boys.
Oh, he's got a brood.
Yeah. But, now, well, we all hate what's going on around us, but it's probably a good time to have a little baby because, you're at home a lot and you get to spend more time with them and things.
Hey,
that's probably a good part.
I would say all times are good times to have babies.
Aww.
All times. I wish I would have had more babies.
Hi, Cece. Welcome. You wish you would have? Well, you have 1. I have 4. I wanted to stop at 2, and I had 4. So I don't. As long as you don't have them.
I only have 1.
Yeah, I know you have 1. I have 4.
I love Cece. I just want to say hi to Cece real quick. Okay, I don't even know if he knows who I am, but I do watch a lot of Cece, and he likes to do his just like kind of vlog talks where he's like about.
I don't think I've ever been on his channel. I think I've heard you speak of him. Welcome, Cece.
Yeah,
you're at home here.
He likes to just talk about flat Earth and people and what's going on in his neighborhood. So glad to see you, Cece.
Well, Cece, you know what? Did you hear me last night, Shanna? I have I'm still a flat earther by all means, but I'm just having an issue here, and it ain't got nothing to do with Christ. It's just, I truly think that we turn in some fashion. I don't think we're spinning 1,000 miles through infinite space, but I do believe that maybe we're on, okay, this is going to get crazy. I believe we're on some kind of something's under us, and it's turning itself. We are turning with
what
it.
What if there's something under us that turns but we don't.
Yes,
And something above us
exactly.
that turns, and we don't. So there's like this whole world
Yeah.
around us that turns around us. We don't move though. I don't think.
Okay.
You guys
I
are
mean,
gonna
I
think
hey
don't think
girl,
that
you
we.
go right ahead and tell me what you think.
I don't think
I,
that
I
we move. Okay, you go ahead, Philip.
no, I was gonna say I actually believe that we're actually in a big you know how they have CERN? Well, I believe like with particle physics, I believe that when everything's happening during that instance of time, there could be a you know a world that you know is created in those seconds that is made for 10,000 years.
Now that is interesting.
So
That
we're just
is.
in a big hydro collider right now. That's my theory.
Hi, Philip, are
Well,
you familiar with? And I don't like throwing channels out there that I don't. I'm not like speaking and saying, oh, I love this channel or anything. Okay, but do you ever watch Quantum Consciousness?
No. Well, is it Anthony Patch's channel?
It's Matt's channel. I don't know. His name's
Okay.
Matt, and
Oh, I
his
won't.
name and it's spelled Quantum of Con Science. Is how
Yeah,
it's
I've definitely
spelled.
not checked that out, but I need to.
But he talks about how literally he thinks we're living in one giant Mandela effect. He's like, all these dashes and this and that, that's nothing. We're literally living in a giant Mandela effect, you know?
Yeah,
It's
no, we
what
definitely
he
are.
calls it.
well,
Yeah.
well, in so many words, that could be because, as I stated in the last stream, though, because I can go through my old videos and my old photos, and I see things that I know good and damn well if they were there before, I would
Goes
have
to me.
seen them, but I didn't see them. You know, I think Mandela effects is all about our conscious awakeness.
Oh,
So, and I
China,
guess in other words, we live in a Mandela effect because it's always happening. The more I wake up,
I'm
the more I see.
curious, China. Did
Go
you
ahead.
have a chance to go look up that picture I told you to look up?
No, I did not. You want me to go do it now? I'll try to see if I can screen share. Poor Michelle. She keeps trying to jump on. I don't know what. Not
I
getting a
know,
signal.
maybe she's having a bad signal or something. I don't know.
Like, yeah, she needs to be on here, and all we need is Kelly, and we would just be an old squad for real.
Old squad,
Heck
OG.
yeah. Just like old times.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
back in 2017 again.
Oh
Eclipse and
my
all.
God. How crazy were
And
we back
we can
then?
never forget. We can never forget. I just gotta say this: Milky Way. He had a lot
Man,
of
yes.
bringing a lot of us together.
Yes, he did. I love Milky Way. Oh my Lord, I love me some Milky Way. And you know,
I try.
he was kind of
I
sexy
follow
too.
China around. She's the one that brought me out to everybody.
Well, because you know what, you were the only one back in the day that saw the little things that I saw. Like it wasn't just about the sky with you. You actually saw things in your home. You saw them
Yeah.
manifesting outside your window on your cars. That's excuse me. That's where our connection came in.
Heck
And,
yeah. They're crazy right now too. I don't know about in Jersey
yeah,
right now.
they're
Things
crazy.
are
I've
crazy.
just been ignoring the hell out of them because I'm not trying to give them my energy because now I know how important my energy is. Like I
You
don't waste
know
my
it.
energy. I try not to get mad. I try not to get angry. I try to stay just, calm, cool, and collected. And just every day I'm trying to lay off the
That's very good. That is very good, sister.
I'm
You
Heck
got
trying.
yeah.
to stay calm, cool, and collective, and not let these things that what you were just talking about. They do want to feed off of your energy. I don't know that. I just feel that. I
They
don't know if
do.
that's true.
Yeah,
But
you're on your way to knowing. I'll tell you
but
that.
that I don't know if you know cuz see I can't post a when you
Is it,
put
is
something
it
in
just
your
me or
community
is there
page.
one appearing behind me right now?
Yeah, literally, I can't see. I wanted. Boy, I just about to zoom in. I was going to try to zoom in from the laptop to
On
your
my on
to
my
your
left
my
side.
left. Yeah, no, to
Left
my
side,
left.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
You're
yeah,
right,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah. I see him. Here, hold on. I was gonna get my arrow right here. Just be still. There's his little head, and he's got on a black coat.
You
You see
see it. Yep,
that?
that's it.
Yeah, I see
That's
him right
fucking me.
there.
I'm in the dark. I don't see it.
Yep, he's. But you know what? They manifest on cloth so easily. I don't
You
know.
know it.
I don't know
That's
how
why
they
I
do
love you,
that
China.
though. There's no
That's why I
energy
love
there.
you. You're like the only one. Heck yeah.
And you're like the only one that I could talk to back in the day that didn't just blow me off or call me crazy or give me an excuse why you could talk to me. We were
I
sending
know.
each other pictures through Google all the time, and I'm like, yeah, I see it, I see it. They used to get in my hair. They used to get in
Yeah.
my
Oh yeah.
hair.
Me too. Yes. They
Oh,
love to get in your hair and plastic. They
ooh,
get stuck in plastic.
golly! And what are they? Are they elementos? Is that what they're called?
I
Some kind
think
of
that I think they're
somebody must.
archons. Because like if you there's a thing called it's called the Colburn Bible
Welcome,
and
Yahweh's daughter. I'm sorry to cut you out. Welcome, Yahweh's daughter. I love your name. Now, what did you just say? Because I think I've heard that before.
the Colburn Bible, it's a apparently it was made 200 AD, and basically it was, you know, Peter, Paul, all the books that didn't make it to the Bible. It's
Uh-huh.
those books, and they talk about these archons. When they talk about them, they say that they're around 2 to 3 feet. They have big black eyes, and they have skin like a baby, if you can see them at all. And
That
I'm
means
like,
they're
that's what we're
totally
seeing. That's crazy.
transparent. My computer's tripping. I've been trying to get every time I hide Michelle's thing and try to go to the next one, it jumps and it stays on. Like it's tripping. Probably because we're talking about stuff. Yahweh's daughter said, sorry, Shanna, this isn't for me. Salam. Take care. Salam to you as well,
Yeah,
dear.
I can totally understand that, Yahweh's
Yeah.
daughter. I'm here. China knows this. I don't agree with everything we talk about here, but I have
You know what?
loved China for a long time, and we understand to disagree, and I disagree about a lot of stuff. So
A
it is
lot of stuff, but that's what's drawn us so close. It's not that opposites attract. It's that I am so much. I love myself unconditionally. So therefore,
I've been
other
here.
people's.
I gotta say this real quick to daughter of
Uh-huh.
Yahweh.
Go ahead.
I gotta tell her this.
Go
I
ahead.
have been here reaching out to China
It won't go away.
for how many years, China?
Summer 6. Talking
Wow.
about
6 years.
Yeshua. Yeah.
And
Wow.
so I just want her to understand that I'm here as a loving individual sister that just wants to uh, have an open conversation with a fellow brethren. That's all I do. Is it not, China?
It's absolutely right. You never gave up on
So,
me. She never gave up on me until the day I said, okay, I believe in Christ. And
because
I didn't give in. I had to
because
feel him.
she's here because she saw my post, because I posted your
Okay.
live stream.
Well, you
Okay.
just a heads up, Yahweh's daughter. We could change the subject in a matter of a second and be talking about something else that's totally off the wall. So you might want
Heck
to
yeah.
just stick around and listen for a little while. You can always chime in. We here on my channel. I'm divine within, and I am open to talk to you and agree to disagree about anything. We don't fight. We don't argue. We don't disappoint each other. We listen. And sometimes people just needs an ear. Sometimes that's all it takes is just an ear, even if the other person on the receiving end doesn't fully agree with you 100%. I love myself. I'm not going to get mad at you because I disagree. So sometimes it's cool to chime in on stuff that makes you a little uncomfortable, because therefore you're able to overcome in the future. If somebody was to bring something to your presence, or get in your personal space talking about something that you disagreed with, you'd be able to nod your head and say okay and walk away from it with no feelings attached.
Girl, 100% agree with you. Oh my gosh. Literally, I have been throwing myself, this is why y'all probably haven't seen me
Mm-hmm.
around in the whole sky watching group and different things, because
Uh-huh.
I've been throwing myself into very uncomfortable things that I don't personally want to watch, but I've been doing that because I'm trying to understand a different perspective of, and in that, in a way where I can try to figure out how to talk to people about why they are thinking this way. Okay.
Listen now I got to cut you off just a little bit. I'm gonna turn my camera. Look at this. I'm telling you, my synchronicity is so awesome. This is how I know that I'm doing the right thing. I'm following the right path, and I'm behaving. Right here, I'm about to read this to you, okay? I just wrote this on my studies today. And it is when I saw Yahweh's daughter make that comment, this went through my head. It just, and I wrote, this, it says discussing right here, because I wrote it down for y'all. This is what we're going to be, I want to discuss on StreamYard. I wanted to start discussing because I'm studying how to be divine, how to be, just not just love myself, but love myself and know that I'm a part of a source that is so much bigger than me, him and his son. But I understand now only through his son can you get to him. That's not a passageway now to me. It's not. It's more of an understanding. Once I understand the sacrifice, I still don't believe that Yeshua died on that cross for our sins because we have free will. I'm working on that. But I had to understand his living, the reason why he was here, his kindness, his compassion, and it just to show our human beings that actually we can get along without money, without trading, without power. Everything that we need is right here, right here on God's creation, and I think that the earth has a lot to do with Jesus Christ. I think that a lot of Jesus is in him. So yeah, you were right. The only way I can get to Yahweh is through him, but not by his permission, by me accepting, So when I wrote today, girl, I've grown so much. As a discussion, I want to start radiating my divine love. And I wrote, divine love is a frequency that comes from the creator. It surpasses all other levels of vibration, period. Compassion and kindness and in company. I'm just learning what these words mean too. And, I just want to become a oneness with all of y'all, regardless of your belief or your favorite color or your favorite food. As long as you vibe on my frequency, which is I don't start hitting people. I don't rob people. Let me finish. Compassion shows that you understand. This is for Yahweh's daughter. Compassion shows that you understand a person and want the best for that person, even if you don't agree with their actions. You're connecting with them at a heart level through their divine spark. Do you see what I mean?
That's right. I like that. Yeah,
it's like a bridge of understanding. It's a level of consciousness, but respect.
You have to be on the same conscious level, though. I got you.
I don't want nobody.
Hey, you just said something that made me really think, girl. There's this guy. His channel's name is called Spark in You.
Mm-hmm.
And he talks a lot about Yahuwah and Yusha, and I mean he's an older man.
But do you see what you just did? What you did. There's no coincidences, people. There's no coincidences. We are right now on a level because of Yahweh's daughter's comment, her kind comment. Here we are. You see what we're doing? We're transcending with each other, and it's nothing but divine. It's all divine.
Yeah.
Yes. Excuse me.
I do want to say that channel, he is a bit dry because he's older, and so he's just delivering information. But he delivers good information. What's up, Marcus?
Hey,
good grief, Marcus has gotten big, boy.
Look how big he is. He's huge.
I know, Marcus. Oh my gosh. Last time I seen you, you were little.
Yeah, same. Yeah. I'm gonna say like 2 years ago.
You remember when he was like a little, when I was at my mom's house? You remember asking Shannon all the questions before about God? No.
Yes, I remember that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, he's like almost like a man. He's like halfway there. He's halfway to becoming a man.
Yes,
big boy.
How old?
He just needs a haircut. He looks like Elvis. 10. He just turned 10 January.
10. My daughter's 11.
He just came out. Yep, he lost his back teeth.
Oh man.
Oh, you just lost your molar. First molar.
Yep. And I told what did I tell you about a month before that? I was like, you're gonna start losing your back teeth soon.
You just say that.
Yeah. He looks like Elvis, don't he? He's supposed to be getting a haircut. I'm like, okay, Elvis. Here's Michelle. She's joining back in. I'm gonna finish reading this to you guys. But it was like a bridge of understanding.
Yeah, I'm sorry I interrupted you, girl.
The Billy Hillbillies. Heavily Hillbillies.
Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah,
I don't think I told Shanna about all of that yet, but I will.
It's all. You look like a hockey player. You got the hockey player hair.
Huh?
You got the hockey player hair.
Going to Mom's house tonight?
Yep.
Why? Are you going home tonight?
No.
Why are you going
Skies above, finally in the chat. How are you, Skies?
I'm going there.
Oh, April Fool's. That's right.
Okay.
Michelle, are you there?
Everybody.
Okay. Yeah, she's
Bye,
there.
guys.
He says bye. Hi, Michelle. Okay, but I was putting everything together, and while I was putting this together, synchronicity started popping off around me. I turned on the radio, and that song, what is it? You can ring my bell, ring my bell. How come today when I got up, I was just going around the room cleaning up, singing that song, singing it, and it came on the radio. I mean, I know I'm in Alabama, but that kind of thing, the synchronicity started to scare me for a minute. You know, I went in there and I can feel myself ascending, y'all. I can feel myself being a better person. And I feel compassion for other people who are going through like with tempers, like my mom. But I no longer feel sorry. You know, I just pray for me, give it to God. Did I tell you my son got the you know what? And when he got it, oh God, I lost my mind. I weighed myself down so much that if we were to ascend in any kind of way, rapture form, I wouldn't have made it. Because we cannot allow our children, our parents, our animals, we cannot allow any of that to interfere with our frequencies. Do you understand? And when you accept the frequency, then you're going back to here you are, back to the third, not dimension, the third
chakra.
Excuse me, third chakra, but also the third density.
Okay.
You gotta come out of this. We gotta come out of the skin. The skin.
No, you're so right though.
Yeah.
Remember,
I
remember when this all hit us. You know, back when it hit me in like 2017, I really did think I was going crazy for a time. In China, you're like, what's going on? You told me to break it down, make it simple, and like that really, it was taking it one step at a time to get through the next level. Slowly, not all at once.
I used to hate it because I had to do it by myself until I found you. Until I found you, I knew that I don't have to do this alone. Like, I know we don't know each other. We never met each other. We're states and states away, but just having you here on YouTube. Same thing with Shanna. Same thing with APM. Same thing with people that don't even like me now. I still, they're a part of who I am. You know, and I know this sounds silly, but I would not be who I am right now and as proud of I am of me if it wasn't from a YouTube family. That's just what it is. It's not because of my family. Well, Sandy gets a whole lot of credit, my dog.
And know what's crazy is Seven Spalding is actually who told me to go to your page.
I love me some Seven Spalding.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Seven. Seven is the only one that can get on there and do the things that he does. Actually, when he started chiming in little ding, like I'm into that now. I don't know if I would do it because I don't want to do it using the wrong energy. But
yeah, I was going to say that. I heard that you can open dimensions. You can open the wrong dimensions. Like when you spin a bowl and all that, you can do the wrong thing and not even know.
To me, that's divine power. He has accepted it. That's why we all have gifts, all of us. But until we can respect them and not abuse them, only then will we have the ability to do it. You know,
that's right.
Think, what if you had all the power of Yahweh? You know, just the everyday thinking, the praying, the begging, the this. Who wants to do that? Who wants to? I don't know. I give birth to these kids. I don't want to write them off when it's time to go, you know. So just that power alone, just the power of the ability I have to discern the sky is enough. Like I don't want any more. I don't want any more.
I get
But
it.
I have to hold on, y'all. Yes, Marcus.
I will tell Sandy one thing.
Okay, come on. One more time.
Before I go.
Okay. Stay, Sandy. Shut that door before Sandy runs out, baby. Okay. Shanna, this is for you. Or Marcus.
Remember that noodle that came alive? Yeah, that was you.
Shanna is so good seeing you too.
What did you do?
Remember that?
What did Marcus say?
Woman was at the house. He never cleans up. So one day that one noodle.
He's a character, y'all. He's just making it up. Noodle.
The noodle, she let it die.
You let a noodle die. He's being a
She didn't
comedian.
She didn't buy.
Yeah, April Fools. He's a comedian.
he said that was for me.
Yeah, that was for you. You let the noodle die. Hi, Toby.
Thank you, Marcus, for your awesome story.
Yeah, he's a comedian. Like he's the only person with everything that my mom is going through. Just, you gotta shut the door, Marcus. He's the only Sandy. He's the only person. He'll look at my mom and she'll be ramping and raving. You know, she's sick and she's 80 something and she's a Catholic and she's a Yankee. So go figure. He'll be like, Grandma, calm down. And when he says that to her, she just stopped. Yes, mister. No, you're not getting back in my room. Let me finish this,
Hey,
okay?
Flip. It's really good to see you too. Sorry, when he came in, I didn't want to interrupt him.
Oh no, true. I did the same thing. Once I heard him talking, I was like, I got you.
But you know, hey, we're back in 2017.
Yes,
now.
Dad.
We can overtalk each other. We can talk to our parents and everything.
I know, but I didn't want to interrupt Marcus.
I'm gonna go eat some dinner real fast. I'll be back in like 5-10 minutes.
Okay. Make
I'll
sure
see
to
you
chew.
I'm a super weirdo. We had supper about 4:30.
Oh my God! You just said supper. I've not heard that word supper in so long.
Girl, I am a breakfast.
Supper's supposed to be 8 or 9.
What? Okay.
I'm a breakfast, dinner, supper girl.
I know, but
So,
I used to say
I
supper
call
as a
the middle
child.
meal of the day dinner, and I call the last meal of the day supper.
It's just supper. It's just that word. I haven't heard it in ages. That's something I did when I was young. You want to say, hey, Sandy, look. Sandy, say hi. Look at her. She's so big now, isn't she?
Sandy looking
Can
good.
Can you see her?
Yeah.
She's
Oh, girl, you
almost
should
full.
see Puppy Dog. Puppy
I
Dog
know.
he's walking
Yes,
around and acting like a puppy again.
Oh, I just love him. Hi, Toby Tyler. Do I know you? Why is your name?
He's
sound
doing
so
really
familiar?
good.
Good. I'm glad. But I want you to see if you can look at it. What do you want?
You guys, bye.
We love you too. Bye. I want you to come here. I'm about to call her Shanae. Sandy, come here. I want you to look at this spot. Any other dog lovers, please help me with this. Sandy, come here. She knows she can't scratch on my bed. Sandy, come here. Show
Hey,
Shanae.
I think if you can put some rosemary in her water or her dog food, that's supposed to help with the dry skin and itching. I could be totally wrong on this. If there's anybody else in chat that knows something about this.
But I want you to see this spot. No, you gotta roll the other way, big girl. This way, Sandy. There you go. Oh, she ain't gonna do it. It's like right on her, where her leg, the skin between her foreskin. I'm gonna say foreskin. The skin between her leg and her leg and her belly. That skin. She's been. It's purple. It's purple, and it feels
And
like
you could also rub some olive oil or honey on it.
I put
and that will help.
On it. I didn't have anything else.
I would actually recommend putting some honey on. I know, and it's gonna make her want to lick it because she's gonna be like, honey.
She licks everything.
But the honey has some enzymes in it that will help also as well.
Okay. Well, honey is just like baking soda. It's just like high demand because baking soda has and I brush my teeth with baking soda now too. Thank you very much. I sure do.
No more fluoride for you, huh? Screw fluoride.
No. You know what? I'm ready. Super Dave just checked in. Sandy, stop scratching on my bed. Stop.
Super Dave just checked in?
Yeah,
I can't see the chat, so. What's up, Super Dave?
Give him a minute. He's going to give me a penny. He always gives me like a penny or something when he comes out. I love it. Super David, I'm so proud of your channel. I do step in every now and again, even though all y'all think I'm not. I check in on you. You're doing such a great job. I just worry about you when you're driving. He'll drive and be live, and I'll be like, watch out. But he's good at it. Super Dave, how many hats do you own? I'm just curious.
I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess he has 5.
I'm gonna guess he has like 15. Like he probably has.
I'm gonna say 5.
You're gonna say 5. I'm gonna say about 14 then. How many Super Dave? And
hey, China.
Yes.
I really do want you to go look at that picture. You don't have to share it here, but I want you to look at it. It's because I can't. When you post stuff in community posts, you can't actually share a link to community posts.
Yeah,
which is stupid. I don't know why you can't. I can't. I can't figure out how to do that.
You right click, or you copy and paste like you do anything else. Like you would go to the thing, you would go to the 3 dots on it, or no, go to the share on the video.
I've done that, and it says it says apply or remove. So it won't. It doesn't give me an option.
Poor Sky's above. She keeps trying her best, and it'll say device not connected. She'll get on. Go grab your husband's phone, Michelle.
Anyway, I want you to see the picture because it was super cool. It was like a sunset that I turned it upside down.
Mm-hmm. Upside down.
At least 40. Did he say 40?
Yes. It won't let me show his comment. Darn it.
No, I see it. At least 40. That's the only reason I knew because you put it up there.
At least 40.
Dang, Super Dave. I don't even have that many pair of shoes. And I'm a girl.
Oh, that reminds me. Let me tell you something. I'll go look at the picture. So, when Marcus came in here and he was like, we're like the Beverly Hillbillies. Well, my mom, my stepdad and my mom are like that. But my stepdad, he's a millionaire now. And we're all about to move into this huge mansion that's like up the street. It's $1 million mansion. And I was looking at us over the week. So we're getting ready to move in. I'm looking around like, because I'm only here to take care of Mom. And he's going to help me get my camper. So I'm headed to Texas to visit. I'm going to go around and visit everybody. And I was in South Carolina. Welcome, Master J again. I was in South Carolina and I never saw you, Super Dave. I never saw you. I think I said I wanted to come see you one time. But anyway, I'm about to travel all over wherever I can go without the jab. But anywho, Marcus was outside one day. My mom was out there fussing and bitching like Granny. And then Marcus was acting like, Jed. I mean, my dad was acting like Jed. And then Marcus was acting like the young punk who had what was his name? What was his son's name? The one around. And then, what was his name? Jethro. And so he had no idea what I was talking about. So I was like, come on in here. So I pulled it up. He was like, we are just like them. And of course, I'm the daughter because I love animals and stuff, but I don't like to fight. But we are really going to be the Beverly Hillbillies. You don't understand. My mama still we're millionaires now. My mama still wants to keep everything we have. Everything. I'm like, Mom, you got to get rid of, all these old lamps that you have. The cords are dry rotted. Literally, she's just a hoarder. She loves everything. And I'm like, Mom, we're not taking none of this stuff to the mansion with us. And she, I'm keeping everything with me. And it just started going off like a granny would. So we are really going to be the Beverly Hillbillies. We are really going to be.
That's hilarious. I love it.
I know it. I love it, but
it's funny that Marcus did not know what you were talking about. You had to show him in the episode. So he was like, oh my gosh, yeah.
And that's what like a lot of things, and I do know I'm 52 years old. I get it, but to see these the young people growing up and not knowing that there were actually actors and actresses that were not in Illuminati. They were actually working to have fun. Like the Beverly Hillbillies, and I Love Lucy. They were kind of caught up in some BS, but shows like Beverly Hillbillies and Laverne and Shirley. Come on. You would never get these kids to sit down and actually watch two roommates that would just that's like me and you living together. They wouldn't find that fun. You know, like I hate it that they miss going outside playing hide and go seek, tag, kickball. You know, catching
Red
random
Rover, Red Rover, let whoever
Red
come
Rover,
over.
everybody over.
Simon Says, oh my gosh.
Yes. Now Simon Says is a game.
We stayed outside all the
Until Street Lights
time
came on.
playing these kinds of games. I don't remember ever. I mean, occasionally, yes, we would play like Monopoly or Pictionary, but that was still an activity game, you know, where we were
Interacting
literally
with each
interacting with each
other.
other.
It
So
took a village, you know, when them street lights came on, it was like, you know, Tammy, go home. If I didn't go home, she would take me home, or he would take me home. It took a village. You didn't have to worry about your kids being kidnapped or raped, or you could sleep with your doors open, and you look forward to getting up and putting on those same clothes you had on yesterday and go play in the mud. You know, I used to get the popsicle sticks and make roadways because I was a tomboy. I climbed trees. Kids just won't do that these days. They just.
When was the last time you seen a child in a tree?
My niece, my tomboy niece Demi and I were in a tree about 2 weeks ago. We're gonna build a tree house.
Maybe I should clarify. When was the last time you seen somebody outside your family of a child in a tree? Never.
She's the only one in my family that has, yeah. But
it's like children don't know how to be children anymore because, and this is a whole agenda. Is they're trying to make children seem very grown up, and this is a whole. I can't even speak about this, and I'm not going to.
It's hard. It's hard for me to watch. It's hard for me to watch because there's a level of respect that you earn as a child by having your self time. When you're
is my wind too bad? It is windy here. Is it?
No.
Okay.
No wind. Guys, I'm gonna drop the link if y'all want to jump up. Here's Sky Above again. Skies Above. I am speaking this into existence. You will get on this panel and you will join us. It's 2017.
Yes, she is going to. She's going to have a connection, and she's going to make it happen.
It won't. I'm hitting the button. It won't let me.
There she is. There she is.
Tell them frequencies to back the hell up. Push on, Flintstone.
Now let's shut up and say, Skies Above, talk.
Talk to us, Michelle. You can do it. Let's get it. Michelle.
Maybe not. I don't. Darn it.
Maybe not. David Skywatch jumped in. Hi, David. Oh, yeah. This is really becoming family now. Thanks for coming. Yay.
Oh, she muted herself. Now she unmuted herself.
Michelle.
It's her. I'm curious, Skies Above, if you're on a PC or I don't know what she's on. Maybe unplug your mic and plug it back in because maybe the mic is not working or something.
Yeah. It's going to happen though.
And sometimes if you unplug it and plug it back in, it makes it work. I don't know. I'm snowballing here of why we're not able to hear her.
It will happen. We're going to speak that into existence. And, that's something else that I wanted to mention last night on my live stream is that these young people, when they get an idea in their head, they don't even bother researching or anything. Like some kids will say, well, it's what is it? The Simpsons that predict the writers of the Simpsons. They're trying to say because the cartoon said that somebody was going to die, they died. Or somebody said that, bless their hearts, Kobe and his daughter, because it was a cartoon. Sandy and Jones. I need for you to stop. Stop it. You're going crazy. Stop. It's in your head. You're fine. She's like, no, I'm not. Only when I started praying did I realize it's not the power of prayer that moves mountains. It's the power of thought of praying. Like whenever you put a thought into anything, you can manifest it if it's genuine. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like she's winding. I'm gonna remove her, and you can jump back on, Michelle. What is wrong with my laptop? It's just not wanting to work. There it goes.
I totally understand what you're saying, and I do agree with you
It's
because
if 50
it is
million people watch that cartoon, they put the cartoon out before it happens, right? So if 50 million people watch that cartoon, they are already thinking of how sad it would be if anybody went down in a helicopter, you know? So in the fact that it had, you know, Kobe, same clothes, same color helicopter, I mean, it was right down to detail. Why don't people understand that it's your power of thought, that we are God-given, that will manifest your future? And
we're told that if we have the faith, we can move mountains.
And that faith being in the word that we speak and what we think, you know, the power of the tongue is amazing. The things that we say, like I'm doing research right now, guys, on the fact that even spelling, the word spelling, we use
spelling, casting spells.
Yes. And you and your 369 number, I'm always getting it. It's always popping up around me. So I'm doing some research in that 369, and it has something to do with the square. And then
it absolutely. It has a lot to do with, I think, squaring the circle. These are this. That is a lot of ancient mysticism that I'm not really into that kind of thing. But this I think it's important to still have an understanding. China, you know, I've always been very fascinated with numbers, ancient mysticism, and but I don't necessarily agree with the background of where these things come from. I do agree with the fact that,
just like I said last night, Chief Strongbow.
Well, I'm talking about, like, most of the people that talk about those things, they're coming at it from a different angle than what I come at it at. I like to come at it as
as an understanding.
My world is created by my creator.
Yeah, I'm learning all that.
Do what?
Chief Strongbow just checked in. Woo! Chief's here. Chief's in the house.
Oh, howdy, Chief.
David, did you read David's text I just put up? He was like, he filmed a ghost last night, short video. It said hi to me. You can hear it in the video. You know what, David? I'm not surprised, but I do want to see it. I want to see if the laptop will let me go and screen share. But a lot of that is happening lately. A lot of things like ghosts are actually speaking out. But let me tell y'all something. I truly believe. I don't think that ghosts are God inhabited. I don't think that Sandy Ann Jones, I need for you to stop. You're getting carried away because you see me over here and I ain't paying you no attention. Stop before you start bleeding, okay? Yeah, you stop. I don't think that any ghost or any spirit that is walking this earth right now, I don't believe that they were ever alive. I think that they are all entities. I think they're all demons. I believe that everyone who has passed and will be judged is just sleeping. You know, people say, "Oh, your husband's your guardian angel." No, hell, he's not. He's my guardian angel. He was shot by a woman.
Girl, I 100% agree with you. And I've actually said this my entire life, because I've known many people who said they've seen ghosts or somebody in their life that has come back to them and things. And I've always 100% said, you can't trust that. That's either a demon wanting to try to lure you to a certain way of thinking or something. Because your loved one, like you said, is asleep. They're waiting to be woken up in the end. Whatever those apparitions people see, I don't trust it.
Incarnated, you know, but I don't think that Yahweh or the source would put them back down here to guide over us. All the angels that I know, Yahweh made, like he made them. He didn't wait for them to pass and give them wings and send them back down here. People are misguided by this, and by them paying them attention. Anytime you give them that energy, that's what keeps them here. It's like our fear. I was going to ask David, were you scared? He was like, it sounded like a metallic voice that said hi. Yeah, okay, that's your first no. If it sounded metallic, and it only sounds like that because it's using the energy around you. It's kind of like static, like, ooh. If it sounded metallic, I probably wouldn't know. It's probably 10 feet tall with nails and horns. and I think that if our loved ones could come back, I don't think they would. Do you know what I mean?
Why would you? Why would you? Like literally, if you actually escaped this, I like to. I don't want to. I don't want to label this place as hell on earth, but if you actually escape this place, why would you come back?
Yeah, right. You know what's going to happen with the third density here, this dimension. Death will escape them. Death will literally escape them. This is going to be hell on earth, literally. That's that whole left behind stuff. This is why I want to become one with the source, so I can pray for guidance and strength and courage, you know.
And that's why I have told you about Yahuwah and Yahusha, you know, because Yahusha, that is it. We're told, and like you said, the Bible has been manipulated in many ways, but that's why I went back and studied through the oldest Paleo Hebrew terms that I could find, because it says through his name we should find salvation. And I do believe upon the name of Yahusha, because I do believe that is the name that I can actually find a solitude in, and it
is the power of the tongue that has a lot to do, but also our thoughts. Now, just because
right, our thoughts as well, but you know, the Father in the Creator in the very beginning, he spoke us into creation. Words created what we're in. See, so words are powerful. Words are very powerful.
What you too believe in, like the Adam and Eve story, correct? I'm sorry, David.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What happened? More than, hold on. David says more than, I can put it up here now, but my thing will let me do it. There it goes. Aha, crud. Hold on. More than one I love. More than one loved. One has died. Oh, more than one has died in this house. Your wife died there in the house after we lived there for 19 years. But if I was your wife and we were married 19 years, I think that if I was able to come back here, I'm telling you this because I don't think you should involve yourself with this, because only by the way and through Yahweh, the source, can one be allowed to come back here. It's hard to get here in the first place. I think that I would have maybe put a scent of my perfume out there, or I wouldn't have said hi in a metallic voice, or I probably would have done something that I usually do, like tingle your ear, or do something to make you remember me in the spirit of me. Not, I don't know. So, but yeah, I understand where you're seriously falling on. Are you hoping?
I personally, if I died and I had the ability to come back and talk to, say, my husband or my son or whoever, I wouldn't do that. I mean, actually think about it. Would you? I wouldn't do that, because I would feel that would be traumatizing to them, and it wouldn't do any good unless I could literally tell them, hey, you know, and you need to get right with this and that, you know. But I don't think that's
where you came from.
Yeah, because, you know, I don't think I would do that.
Yeah. That's like with the Ouija boards. I know it's just a board, and people don't understand. It's not the board. It's not the board. It's you putting energy toward speaking into the realm.
And you're speaking to entities that are, in my opinion, are not good.
But if you knew Yeshua,
because I used to do that. I used to do that when I was young. I played with Ouija boards. I did. And I did speak to somebody. There was this guy Jim that liked to come through the Ouija board, and his name was Jim, and he liked to talk to us about me and my friends. He would talk to us about weird stuff he did, and it was like just super creepy. And now as an adult, I'm just like,
Okay, I'm
I
curious.
cannot.
Give me an example. How are you going to have a conversation with somebody that does super creepy stuff and not tell him, hey, dude, that's like super creepy. Can you please not kill my energy?
Well,
right now?
I stopped doing it when I was young, and I've never touched a Ouija board since.
Not me. I'm not giving any chance toward that. And you know,
Well,
everybody knows
I didn't know. I was a kid just playing
yeah,
around,
yeah,
but it happened, and
yeah.
I'm like, no.
Everybody knows. Bye, baby. The inner square just jumped in. Hello. Somebody want to jump on the panel? I'm gonna drop the link again. Everybody knows that my husband died at a bullet shot straight through his heart by his lover. That and he died in a whole different state. Now, after that, that's when I had the attack of all the orbs. Da 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 da. So for a minute in my conscience, I was like, that might be him. But in my head, I was so mad and so angry at the fact that he did this. That if he did appear to me, I would cast his ass out into hell, because I'm still mad. These are unanswered questions and unanswered, I didn't get to punish him for this or, have my feelings involved. But I knew then this is when I started learning about all of this, the underground, the hell, and all. Sheol is the real name of it.
Chill, yeah.
I was so weak because it's the only person in my life that ever died that was close to me at that time. And then everybody started dying. But it was like, that's why the entity pulled my shirt over my head, started attacking me with all these orbs, brought my energy level down. We actually had to have him casted out of the house, like literally with the sage. Hell, I still got the sage right there. But it's because I lost who I was. I literally gave up on everything. I was just tormented. The fact the way he died, I came out with all these excuses why I didn't want to eat. I didn't want to do this. And then I broke my leg. It was everything came down on me. And I talked about this the other night. That's where Job in the Bible came into my head.
I was going to say that. It was like you were squashed. You were squashed to help you see.
I had to help myself. I had to know that my self-worth was so much better than Adrian. I don't even know why I married him. And I had to build on that, but I had to do it alone. I had to do it.
But I see it is that everything was ripped away. Everything was ripped away from you, and so many people would say, "Why? Why would this be allowed to happen to me? If there is a God, But you finally took it as a sign of seeing that there is a God.
Myself. Yeah. Once I started loving myself, and not because of miracles, or not because my next door neighbor told me to read the Bible, not because of my best friend you telling me to believe in Jesus. It's because I had to do it by myself. There's no other way I could do it. This is why I've been celibate for so long, because I agreed with the chakras and the sex, drugs, and alcohol. I still drink my beer, smoke my weed, but that's my comfort. That's what I'm gonna do. Jesus drank wine. Let them tell it. But I'm just saying, once I can go through a date, Sandy Ann, you need to stop, Missy. Please stop. I'm gonna put a bandage on her. I'm gonna get one of these lampshades and put it right in your head in a minute. Yes, ma'am. Old school. So stop it. Sorry. I had to learn that I don't like people. I generally do not like people. And I had to learn that I had to stop being fake with people. And I had to limit myself as far as even indulging with anybody. And it got to the point that I was so irritated if somebody would even speak to me, even my family members. So I had to go through it because I hated myself. I started saying, oh, this is what I did and this is what I deserved. Then I started believing I actually deserved it. So once I spent that time alone, in and out of the hospital all the time, about to lose my leg, I realized that even if I lost my leg, even if I kept my leg, I was still going to be alone. I was still going to make bad choices. The only thing, and I know this is going to sound crazy. Hold on. Chief said, check this out. Lord, you God, in Leviticus. I can't say that. Leviticus. Y'all know I can't say that word.
Leviticus.
1920, which which warns, do not cut your bodies for the dead, or put tattoo marks on yourself. I can't believe you just texted that. I can't believe you just said that. Let me tell you why. Oh my God. Synchronicity. I want to get him to do a dance. Earlier, I was, oh God, this is the synchronicity. It's killing me. It's Revealing. Thank you. He gave me $2. I love you, Revealing. Literally, this is why Chief Strongbow is my brother from another mother, from a distance. Not only did I worship him back in the day, because he too was talking about crafts. Just today, oh my God, I just want to lay here and say, I love you, Lord. I can't believe the synchronicity is really, it is so inviting to me that I accept it now. But I used to just accept it, but now I'm like, that's my cue that I am doing the right thing. Because every day I try not to make a mistake. I try to think logically. But just earlier today, my sister and I yesterday were talking about her father, right? He passed away when we were younger. And I remember her stepmom, Donna, used to always tell us, and I just brought this up today talking to her after having a conversation yesterday. Donna used to always tell us, never get your ears pierced. That, God said that we should not put holes in our body all the time. And I never could figure that out, because I think, oh, well, why people get tattoos? I mean, I got them, and, and it's just crazy that Chief Strongbow just brought that up, because I wanted to know in my head consciously, where does she get that from? I've never seen that in the Bible. Do you see synchronicity? He
girl,
just answered that for me, and I didn't even ask him.
And I have a question to Strong Chief. Is that, prior to knowing this information, what if I do have a bunch of tattoos and I've got 8 holes in my face?
Well, I think that lies where you know not to go in that cookie jar. Did you go in the cookie jar before or after your mom told you not to? And did you tell her if she just said, don't go in that cookie jar and you already got a cookie out? Do you tell her I already got the cookie out? Or did you feel bad about it? You see where I'm going with this?
Yeah, I'd probably be like, I already got a cookie, Mama. Because I always told on myself. I was that child. I was like, even if my brothers and sisters were also implicated in the situation, they got pissed off at me because I was the baby. And I'd be like, well, we all just did that. Or, so I'd get everybody in trouble.
But you just answered the question you asked Chief. To me, you answered it within yourself. It's about consciousness. You didn't do it deliberately. You didn't do it after you were told not to. So therefore, it's a win-win situation. So
it's funny. It's funny that he brought that scripture up, because my grandmother, after I had already had many piercings and a couple of tattoos, I was helping my grandmother do something, and she was like curling her hair in the bathroom, and she told me, she was talking about Disney and how wicked it was because it was promoting witchcraft and this and that and all kinds of stuff, and then she said,
I'm researching him right now. I had to say it. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I am researching Walt Disney. I'm researching his ass right now, and how hateful he was to kids and how he treated children. He literally would tell them to suck his dick. You know what I'm saying? And it was supposed to be a joke. And then, he got cut off from the the networks. They cut him off. They banned him from ever interacting with children again. And they told him that if he's going to produce any more movies, not to have any children in him. After he was like, well, hell, we just produced one about 9 kids in it. And that's crazy that you see what I mean about synchronicity? That means I'm supposed to be right here talking to you and Chief and everybody else. Okay, go ahead. I'm just excited.
Well, synchronicity is a thing. It does happen. And what my grandmother told me was, she spoke about how we're not supposed to mix our cattle. Well, actually, she didn't say that. She said we're not supposed to have tattoos. She basically quoted the scripture that Chief Strongbow just quoted. And my grandmother and my grandfather had cattle, and they were Brangus, which is Brahma and Angus. And I said, well, in that same scripture, Grandma, it says you're not supposed to mix your cattle either. but I never understood. I never understood the
That's my
whole
answer.
markings.
That's still my answer to Chief and you right now is why. Like until I get into that scripture and until I want to apply myself to know why, because you know how I'm about the Bible. Whatever. I try to have an understanding of in my own way, but I'm just like, why the piercings? Because you look at different cultures around the world on the flat plane, you look at them, and a lot of them they use piercings as they like medicine people who literally don't take pills and stuff. They use piercings, and like the Chinese use the needles and stuff like that's where I'm argumentative when it comes to that.
Acupuncture.
Yes, and then it's like, why? Because we're not supposed to look pretty. Like ear, like what's wrong with ears? I had 4 in this one and 3 in this one. I had a belly ring.
I'm the same. I've got 3 in one and 4 in the other, and I've got a lip ring. I've got an eyebrow ring.
But see, my thing is like, okay, the scripture said the Bible it forbids assaulting forbids medium. Hold on, let me hit the button right here.
Well, there's another scripture. There's another scripture in the New Testament that talks about to not adorn yourself with braided hair and gold and silver.
Vanity. Is that where vanity lies in? David Skywatch is on the panel. He's
what Chief Strongbow actually was talking about was people used to lament themselves, and they would cut their bodies for their dead loved ones. And
but my thing is if it was written in the Bible, was this AD or BC? Because how did they even know that we were going to start doing that? Like you're warning us about something that we may do or may not do. You understand?
It was AD. It was definitely AD. I mean, I'm sorry, BC.
But this all goes back to it's my body. I'm not putting like anything crazy on there, like nothing sacrilegious or blasphemy. Let me stop. David Skywatch has never been on my panel.
Hi.
No way. What's up, Dave?
I thought it was
David Skywatcher. I've watched him for a long time.
Me too. I always peek in, and I love your cat. What's your cat's name? I don't think I know that.
Yes, I have a lot of cats.
How many?
Well, I have 3 in the house, and I have a lot of rescue cats outside. But none of these cats I actually went out to go. They found me.
Yeah.
So I brought the blade. I
had 20 cats at one time. I did.
I try to keep the girls in the house because I don't want them getting outside, and I have like 4 dozen cats. So
that's like rabbits. They're just like rabbits. Mm-hmm. My cats, they had flip doors. They had cat litter outside and they had cat litter inside. But unfortunately, when it would get cold, my neighbors would wake up in the morning, crank up their cars, and some of the cats would be in the engine, or a lot of them died at the hands of my neighbors and their animals. So
a lot of our cats growing up got in the engines in the car. Some of them just got a little bit of a haircut on their backs or whatever when you start the engine.
Yes, and then
I slammed one of mine in the garage door one time. That was the worst I ever did. Smashed it right away. Yeah, I heard a big loud noise. I knew I did something bad, and I opened up the garage because I'd got on the back. When I flipped it shut, it just whammed it against the top of the wall. So when I opened it up, it just slid down. movie. Yeah, that was bad.
I could not have slept. I had to tell y'all one time. Welcome Angela. She's another one of my favorite people. Welcome Angela. This is really feeling like home, guys. Thank you guys for coming in. One time, Nuki, my son Elliot, who's 27 now, he the vaccinated one. He was about 5, and at this time, we had celebrities coming over house. Lisa Lopez, Left Eye, was over there a lot. TLC was over there a lot. Chris Brown was over there. All of them were kids then, and they were having so much fun. And somebody said something about one of our kittens. Can you go get one of the kittens? Because one of our cats had babies. And so I believe Elliot, being Elliot, wanted to make sure that he handed them a clean cat. So it was only 4 little kittens. He went and put them all in the toilet to wash them before he wanted to give them to them, and just forgot about them. all of them just gone.
Man.
Yeah, I didn't know how to accept that. Of course, I didn't get mad because things happen, but I'm just like,
well, I was bringing a cat back from here because I was shuttling back from here in Texas. I'm from California, but I came here for a while and I left and I came here and I went back to Texas and I was living in hotel to hotel with this girl, spending all kinds of money in hotel, and she's all, I just out of the midst, I said, well, I have a house in Florida that I'm not even staying in. It's just sitting there empty. And she's like, what? She had never been out of Texas. She'd been to Japan. She was like an Air Force brat, but she hadn't been out of. So we came up here like in 2001, and we both went to jail right away. It's a long story. But don't come. Yes, we both.
I didn't expect that.
Well, we got in a fight. Right? And nothing bad happened, but we didn't have no one to make our bond because we didn't, my mom's out here, but I'm not going to call my mom and say, we're out. She didn't even know I was in Florida.
Wow.
So we got out and we got settled in the house. We had 2 dogs. We had a Rottweiler and a little, I don't know what you call them, just a little dog. But we didn't have a yard. So, we stuck around for 19 years. We just sat over here and we don't know anybody in Florida. I still don't know anybody in Florida.
Michelle's in Florida. I think Michelle's in Florida. Michelle's in Florida. Skies Above, the one that's been trying to jump on. Wait a minute. I want to address this. First of all, Angela, hello. I love you and I miss you. You've always been so kind to me. If you want to jump on, I'm gonna leave a link. Chief Strombo says the original acts are sinful. No. Is that what you know? I thought it said original cats were sinful. I'm like, are we talking about a feline race? Never mind. Original acts are sinful. What acts are get on here, Chief? Come on. Jump on here so I can ask y'all kind of questions.
I haven't heard from Chief. I don't know why I got unsubscribed or something. I haven't heard from him in like a year.
But Chief battle, he's the only one I know that really, really battles YouTube. Like, they'll do something to us. Man, they haunt him. They literally haunt him and make his life hell. So he'll just completely quit for a while. You ain't never heard me say, where are you?
I've had my channel almost 4 years and I don't even have 1,000 subs yet. I got 910 subs.
That's just like Beth. Hell, I've had mine 7 years. I don't even have 3,000 subs. But I've been suspended a whole lot.
Well, David, I'm subscribed to you. I've been for a long time.
Yeah.
But you had a real haunting video not too long ago. I don't know about. I think I did leave you a comment. There was one video you did. It was like 2 or 3 months ago. You walked outside like you always do, your back door, and then you were like, you even questioned it yourself. You're like, what is that? You had some tall, dark shadow entities that were coming out of that cloud, and they literally walked right in front of you. Like, you felt their presence because you were speaking on it. And then I think I texted you, I said, I'm going to show you what it was. But when I edited it, I couldn't even look at them. They were
Could I tell you one thing, you guys? Could I tell you one thing? When the Google van drove by my house last time on Google Maps, when you go down to street level and when the car goes by my house, the whole top of my house, they blurred out. They blurred out the top of my house. You can just see my house, but everything around my house has been blurred out.
Do you know I didn't know anything about Google and their vans until I saw on TV today on Prime. And every time I see the little Prime thing, I think about Riz, because Riz came to the conclusion that it's a penis, which makes perfect sense. But anyway, just today I was watching a commercial and it said, no, it was on TikTok. Actually, it was on TikTok. I have a new TikTok too, y'all. I just had to get back on there because I get a lot of views, and I'm doing the sky now. But anyway, they said on TikTok that this young man found out that every Google van that drove by their house, like 2 weeks later, that whatever house they drove by would burn down.
Oh my God!
Like, literally.
What? Are you serious?
The Google vans that do all the stuff for Google Earth.
They never stop. They just keep going.
They don't. They just keep going.
I was gonna say it can't be every house they go by because they literally drive down every street looking at every house.
No, they go to this house and use frequencies because whatever house they stop at is what they need the top of your house. I mean, in order they set up their maps and stuff by doing that. But whatever ones they stop at, and I didn't even know that's how Google Map works. I didn't know that they actually got out there.
Can you guys see that street light out there?
Uh-huh.
They just put in that light like 3 days ago.
Oh, is it one of those lights?
It's an LED light.
LED. Yep. You know what? In a lot of places, they're putting those lights in. They're putting them in as the the black lights, because some people glow because of their. Yep. You're gonna be able to walk through lights and see
because of their jabba dabba doo.
Dabba dabba doo. The hokey pokey. You know what? And I didn't find anything in the research, but I was like, hokey pokey, and you turn yourself around. And that's what I was trying to, find some kind of connection with the hokey pokey, and that, just like London Bridge and every other fairy tale we heard, it's all coming true. It's their way of telling us due to karma. And you know what, guys? People don't understand that. I'm starting to understand that karma works both ways. And that's where synchronicity comes in from. The ascension and loving yourself, but all those little chants and stuff when we were little, man, come on, rockin' my baby in the treetop. This baby falls out of the damn tree.
Hey, what about ringing around the rosies, pocket full of posies, ashes to ashes?
Well,
go look that one up. Go look that one up. You're gonna be like, oh my.
Hey, but what about
that actually has some really wicked roots to that one.
London Bridge could be like prophecy. London Bridge
did fall, though. It fell some years back, didn't it? But I was listening that to EJ. I was rocking EJ, my grandbaby, and I was like, rockin' my baby. And I literally was in the treetop, and I was bouncing. When the wind blows the cradle. And in my head, I'm picturing him in a cradle. I was just distant. And then I was like, whoa. I am not singing that hymn anymore. A baby. Why in the hell is a cradle in a tree?
Most actual what do we call these things? Cradle rhymes. Most childhood cradle rhymes are actually very wicked.
Yes.
They're grim fairy tales.
Tell me one that's not.
I can't tell you one that's not.
Or any of those.
Why are these things that we were taught to sing and do with our children?
Because we were unconsciously doing things like Beyonce's got all these little kids doing chair dances. Those are Satan. Those are worshiping Satan without knowing. And I used to think, well, that's not damn fair. Oh, yeah, Chief, I just said that one too the other day. Actually, Marcus and I just watched that. Fee, fi, fo, fum. Chant to hunt humans. I smell the blood of an Englishman. I just brought that up to Marcus because we were talking about the movie, and we're British. He likes to hear me talk British. Like, I'll start talking about, do it again. I'm like, and we would start talking about the Green Giant. Chief, I need to see you. I need to hug you. I need all of y'all. But Chief, you're ever since you've been in this chat, you're just bringing up stuff that I needed to reckon with. And I was like, you've never seen Green Giant? He's like, what? I was like, you've never seen Johnny the Green Giant. What am I talking about? You've never seen where he climbed a beanstalk. And I went and got a can of green beans and I showed him the giant. And he was like, he talks British. I was like, no, he says, fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman. He was like, but that's not British. I'm like, yes, it is. It's English. I was like, we speak English, but we don't have an accent because we're not British. And I got them all kind of confused, but thanks for that, Chief. But you see the vibration that we have been growing up in is we've been under their spell. We've been singing
we've been under the vibration of a very negative. We've been taught that just you talking about Rockabye Baby in the treetop. This is a very dark thing.
Yes,
we've been brought up to
I didn't even realize
all of these.
My grandson.
But all of these things are very dark, and we've been taught these are like lullabies,
because
like soothing things, and they're not soothing.
But it wasn't our parents' time to understand that. So our parents carried on. My mother's Catholic. She did a Holy Communion and all that stuff, and she still likes it. It's our thing. It's our time. This is why what we call Generation X, because we know better. It's because we're not just going by commandments. We're just using our general kind self and understanding the world, that it's not okay to be ugly. It is not okay to attack. It's not okay to steal. I don't need nobody to come down from a mountain and got these stones that's been struck by lightning. And I don't mean that, I mean that kind of vaguely, but just use your common sense. This is something, if you have a conscience, these are things that you will not do. If you don't have a conscience, then you probably don't have a soul. You know, so all these rhymes, and they were made up for rhymes and reasons to keep us asleep. It went forward and all that other stuff wasn't working. But I'm 52 years old, and I'm literally just understood that like 3 weeks ago as I was rocking EJ, my only grandchild. I didn't understand when I was singing to my kids. I was just singing to hurry up, get them to sleep. And now it's just like, I will not sing that to you. It's a wonder we didn't look up at our parents and go, why would I fall out of a tree? You know, why would you put me in a tree?
Well, the whole ring around the rosies, and you know, ashes to ashes, we all fall down. That one was very strange to me. And but at the same time, I'm like, yeah, we're told we will go back to the dust that we were created from. I get that, but it's still very creepy.
Honey, we spoke it into existence. Remember, we were just talking about the power of thought. They gave us a chance, and our parents gave it to us, and we gave it to them without even knowing. Again, we spoke it into existence. We thought it into existence. You understand? We got to stop singing it. I mean, just stop it. But we didn't know.
Yeah, I know. Like I've been very, very guarded of my speech since I've understood the whole idea of what we were talking about earlier, of spelling itself, and our language we use alone. The specifically the English, what we speak. This language we speak is very different from most languages, and it is like it itself everywhere we speak.
Yep, that's what
is a casting a spell. My husband very rarely talks because he's like, I don't even like to speak because I don't know what I'm doing. He's like, I don't like to speak because I don't know what I'm doing when I'm saying these words, because maybe I'm casting a spell on somebody. He's like, he literally hates to talk.
But see, that's where you have an argument with, like, well, what if you don't believe in it? It's kind of like voodoo. If you don't believe in it, it's supposed to be it doesn't work. But I don't believe in that, because the power of your thoughts is not exactly what you're speaking. I know the tongue has a lot to do with everything, but the fact that the power of thought, and free will we do have, but we speak and replicate what we were taught. This is why we're
but if you were but me and you and my husband and many of us here, when we do speak, we may not understand the spell that we know we have an understanding. We have a
harmful, right?
Well, we know what we speak is powerful, and if we're not putting the thought into, but there's people that mindlessly speak things. They mindlessly speak things, and
like my mother.
Maybe those people are casting spells, but people that understand, and I hate using the word understand because I know what that means. And so what's a better word to use than understand? People that have a knowledge about what words mean, they
choose their words wisely.
You choose your words wisely, but even if you don't, you're not going to put a thought. You're not putting the thoughts into making that be a spell, I guess I should say. Yeah. I don't know.
Well, because I could tell you why. I could tell you actually why, because you're not actually going into it spell casting or spell they call it spell cooking or spirit cooking. You're not doing it with intentional purpose. And also the book says guard your rudder, which is your mouth. But you're more judged by what you do when you go to sleep and right before you fall asleep. The thoughts and the images and the desires you have right before you fall asleep are more you're more apt to be judged by the things you think right before you sleep, because that's what your dreams are. You know,
But what?
when you
But
wake
what
up,
about the
reality of
people?
life hits you, and then you have like I have a bad mouth too, so I have a hard time.
What about the people that have no knowledge about the idea that the words they're speaking are spell casting possibly,
Then
and
they've been
they just have
indoctrinated
no
into the language.
idea.
I think they've been indoctrinated into not knowing any different. It's like when you watch the Grammys,
But
you're not
but
actually
but I
watching the
think they're
Grammys, you're
actually
watching
more
like a
apt to be
mass
casting
video.
spells.
You're,
But
yeah,
I
when
think
you
it's important. But when we do realize, we have to stop it. Don't
well,
continue. You know, once we have awareness, then we
but
stop it because we stop messing with people on those frequencies anyway. I'm just
yeah.
saying.
Well, I
If
mean,
they're aware of
well,
it.
that's very easy for us to stop because we have a spirit in us that we have a spirit of like tells us right and wrong. There's a word for it. I can't remember the exact word
Yeah, it's consciousness.
for
Our
it.
consciousness, you know, it's like it's hard for me to sleep every single night because of my conscience, not because I've done anything bad. It's because I've still, even though my kids are grown and they're all okay, I'm having a problem with my 18-year-old. She's just out there. I mean, she's in college and she's doing good, but she talks to me any kind of way now, and I just lost it. I gave her to, just like I told you, Shannon, I gave her to God. God, just take care of her while she's in school. But that her mouth, it just, I have to forgive myself every night for them thinking about just what girl. I want to just grab her by her shoulders and set her ass down and be like, Elisa, you know, but I can't do it. I can't physically do it because she's in college. But
you cannot control your children. I know this. But I will be the first person to tell you I have done many bad things in my life. Many bad things.
But I've never.
I really have. I've never hurt anybody, but I have done many bad things in my life that I'm not proud of, and you know that's just what it is.
Though, Shanna, it's only one person's opinion when something you've done is bad. I mean,
it's my own opinion. I'll tell you, it's my opinion. Yeah, I know I've done some bad shit.
You are your own worst enemy. You are your own worst enemy.
Hey, I did do some bad stuff, man. I remember.
And I can't see you doing anything like extremely bad. If you didn't hurt anybody intentionally, then I mean, what is so bad?
I'm just saying, I've done some bad stuff in my life, and yeah, maybe nobody was physically hurt, but it might have caused some long-term emotional damage to people.
But you're a good person though, because your consciousness is you're telling us right now that you did some wrong stuff. Now you know it was wrong, so your consciousness is taking care of that, right?
And I've actually tried to reach out to some people and tell them I'm sorry that
it's like that. I'm sorry.
This has happened back in the day, No, and I'm not that I actually did something bad, but maybe I led them down a road. Maybe, I'm talking about back when I was in my wild days and young, and, things got a little crazy, and now where I'm at in my life, I feel bad for leading them down a road of thinking that was okay to act like that. You know what I mean?
You got to forgive yourself first, though, Shanna. You forgive yourself before you ask any or say anything to anybody. Can you forgive yourself? If you can,
I've already done that. Yes. But at the same time, I wanted to go to them to tell them I'm sorry that I took them down a road. That was part of me forgiving myself, is to let them know that I feel bad that I led them down a road misbehaving.
No, this is what I want you to do. I want you to be a divine, superior person and know that all that matters is if you've forgiven yourself. That's the toughest thing that we all could ever do, is to forgive ourselves. If you're not losing sleep over it now, then you're fine, because whoever they were, I'm not saying they deserved it, but it probably doesn't matter that much to them. It matters to you.
No, and it didn't actually. I'm sorry. That's what's really messed up is when I went to talk to these people about these things, they didn't think it was a big deal, and
it's too hard on yourself. You're conscious. You're ascending. You're growing. So stop it. I'm not mad at myself because I never believed in Jesus Christ and everybody else did. I'm happy and I'm condoning myself because now I took a journey to believe in. I didn't accept the fact that somebody told me to. I didn't accept the fact that my mom was Catholic and in my head all the time. I didn't accept the fact that, everybody's mad at me because I didn't go to church and listen to it. No, I took a journey and he was with me the whole time. And I know that now.
And every time we ever talked about these things, I always told you got to go do your research, didn't I?
Yeah. You know how I did my research? By messing up. Just messing up. And nothing was going my way. I got up
because I didn't want you to believe me because I tell you something because that's not how it works.
I had to leave you. I had to leave you like God took everybody away from me because I had to do it on my own.
That's right. That's right.
Nobody.
That's why I left. That's why I left because I was like, you gotta do this on your own.
Yeah, we had that conversation when I moved in here, and you were like, "Well, I'm just gonna stop watching the skies, and I think that you should too." I was like, "Okay, well, you go your way, I'm gonna go mine." But we were still always here. Listen, I want to listen to what Angela wrote. It is hard when you go through unprogramming for years of being taught lies. Everything is upside down, backwards right now. That is why I have been going through and feeling. I'm sorry. Don't apologize. Listen, this is what you do. I'm the same way. We got to stop saying we're sorry to ourselves because we're a product of our generation or the generation before us, right? We are a product of them. Now, this is what makes us strong, is that we have the ability to say, I'm not going to do it anymore. This is wrong. Like me singing that lullaby. I had to sing it out loud to realize, like, I am singing to my grandson about rocking in a cradle and falling on the ground. Like, and that's what
we're in a constant sense of deprogramming. Like
yes,
that's
constant
programming. No, that's indoctrinating you into something that everybody else says it, so you say it too. It's just a natural.
It's not because we stopped using fluoride. It's not because of what. Anything has stopped what they were already doing to us. It's because we are now walking with the source.
I agree.
That's right. 100% agree.
Oh, I love you too,
China.
Gotta go, guys. Thanks for having me, China. Talk to you later. God bless you. I love you, Chief.
Good night, Chief. I love her. Man, China. I think you were maybe there when I got baptized. I don't know if you were.
Was I? I think maybe. I think we had a discussion about that because I'm like, it's not. Yeah, I remember having that feeling. I'm feeling that feeling now because I don't want to be baptized. Nobody can dunk me underwater in the name of Jesus.
No, I did it myself.
Yeah, I was going to say until I knew you did it yourself. Absolutely, because you know yourself. You know you walk with him. So, but I'm not going to have a strange man dump me under some whatever kind of water, because Mama had me baptized when I was younger. I just remember going under the water. He's holding my nose, pull me back up. Who is he to do that to me?
And I was a girl. I had been baptized twice before that. I was baptized when I was very young, and I was baptized when I was like 16. And literally, I'm a child. I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't really fully understand what I was doing.
She's Catholic. She had me baptized. That's like making me be a vegetarian or something. You didn't ask me that. Go ahead. Sorry.
Ever since then, I just want to tell you, ever since then, I've had this whole different understanding of things. And it's not that the baptism changed me. It's just my mindset. My mindset and my thoughts have been very different.
Yeah. And doesn't it feel good though?
It feels great.
I don't like this empathy part because my empathy has it's walked way up the ladder and it's kind of just standing there looking over everybody. I can see auras. I can see a mile away. I already know by face expressions don't come up. Even my mom. I'm like, Mom, please don't come here with all that. Just don't do that today. Can you just? And I'm in the middle of teaching my mom who has dementia, who she bless her heart, she's going through so much, and it's hard for me to tell her not to be mad about us. Now we got all this money, and it's hard for me to tell her how to feel because she is my mom. But at the same time, I don't have to stand here in my presence and watch you go through this by letting you talk to me, like, not directly to me, but about the situation. That's still speaking it into existence. That's still thinking about it. So I just, be like, Mom, you want to go outside? You want to go swing on the swing outside? You want to take a walk? I try to, you want something to eat? I just try to change the subject because that's all I do with my mom. Now, another individual, I don't like people. I done told you, I don't like people. I don't get.
I don't like. Listen, I don't like people either. I literally, I don't like people.
I'm not a people person because everybody's negative. I mean, David, can you tell me one friend that you have? I'm not calling anybody friends out. I'm not doing anything, but I can't. Not even my dead friends can I say this about. Do you know one friend that knows you so very well that when they say I'm coming over, you're like, hell yeah, come on over, I can't wait. Instead of, oh my God, why are they coming over? Yeah, I'm talking about, like, oh God, I'm never gonna get rid of her or him or God, if he calls
It's a dread. It's a dread because most people, you don't even want to talk to them. I'm the same way. I haven't had, and I hate that about I hate that I don't want to be personable with people, but it's like a dread to talk to anybody.
Ahead, I wrote that down today too. Go ahead, David. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you, I wrote that down today too. This is synchronicity.
Yeah, I don't have had any friends since high school, and the only friends I did have is because we shared a common goal, and that was we partied.
I was gonna say, was there a common goal to smoke weed?
I was a mother in high school. I was alone.
Well, it was like to get the flyers to find out where the parties were on Friday and Saturday nights. I flunked out in like my junior year, but I still was going to school, so you can find out where. Once you get out of high school, those truly are your glory days. You lose touch. All those people I went to high school with, I looked them up on Facebook, and they're in Idaho, New Hampshire, Colorado. Nobody's in the same neighborhood. I look on Google Maps, my neighborhood. I live in Silicon Valley. I grew up right where Apple, like Steve Jobs and them guys made the first home computer. Like in my neighborhood, I'm from Silicon Valley, Cupertino, and that's where they started it. So my neighborhood's gone. It's all computers and places, and like my whole neighborhood, my orchard, we grew up and played BB gun battles. Wear 2 pair of pants and big flannels and big jackets. You could shoot each other. Don't shoot them in the face. It's all gone. It's like condominiums and.
Let me tell you something. I used to think that was sad for me. You know what I'm saying? I think it's because I was a mom. I had a baby at 15, and I had to go through the rest of my middle school because I didn't pass 7th grade because I had a baby. But I finished high school. But during that time, I had to leave early from high school every day. I had to go to work. I go home, get my kid from mom, take my kid to a babysitter, then go to work, then go home, do my homework, and get up and do the same thing. So I didn't have friends. Back in the 80s, it wasn't cool to have a baby at 15. They didn't have TLC shows, promoting it. It was a shameful thing. I wasn't ashamed of my kid, but I was ashamed that I was pregnant. Everybody knows I had sex when the girl next to me that I had sex with 7 people. I got pregnant the first time I ever had sex, but I felt ashamed. You know what I'm saying? So I've never really had friends. Never, not even in my adulthood, because I've always been a mom. It's always been about the kids. And now I don't know what the hell to do. All my friends that live on YouTube don't live near me.
I hate that you live so far away.
Where do you live now? Where do you live
I'm
now?
in Alabama. I'm either in Georgia or Alabama all the time.
Last time I remember you doing a live. Last time I was with you on a live, you were in a trailer somewhere.
South Carolina.
South Carolina. In a trailer.
South Carolina.
In a trailer.
Yeah, I was up there for a while, but I came down here because my mom got ill. And that has not been a glory ride by no means because my mom is stubborn. And she don't need nobody to take care of her. I don't need this, I don't need that. And I get cussed out all the time. And, and I just have to go to sleep and wake up and it's another day, Mom. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of things are going on, but I have to respect her. And how I do that, I just walk away.
Hey, I'll be right back, okay?
Okay, I'll be left here.
Okay.
Okay, but I did this earlier. I said, okay. I was thinking about my own experience. I said, experience is my great teacher in my life right now. My only teacher. is by experience. You know, we used to be like, not listening to our elders, and they'd be like, I know what I'm talking about because I've been through it. Like, yeah, right. But until you become an elder or an old person like me, you realize that you are your own teacher. And you
How old are you?
I'm 52. But it's like,
I got you beat.
how old are you?
53.
No, I was gonna say you can't be no older than 53.
I'm 53.
I realize that I am my own self. I'm self-taught. I'm my own teacher. And you know, I look at my children though. I have great children. Like I have really good children. And I've only had one good man in my entire life, and that was not my husband. But you have to sit back and look at what you've done. They are a product of me. You know, they're not in jail. All of them they've never been to jail. I don't think any of them have. They're all well-mannered. They all graduated. I couldn't ask for anything more. But now it's at the point to where, okay, y'all don't call me no more. What? Y'all go weeks without calling me. No more Mother Day presents. No more birthday presents. I get birthday calls. So I remember my mom saying to me one time, one day your kids are going to grow up and they're going to treat you just like you do me. I said, Mom, what do you mean? I don't do it. I'm busy. I got to do this. And sure as shit, if they're not doing the same thing. Literally. And now it's like, oh, I want to FaceTime. Why you got to look at me when you talk to me? Why do I have to answer the phone on FaceTime? Why can't you just call me? I don't want you looking at my face every day. But I wrote down this today. I said, this is a must. To let go of everything and everyone that is not serving you, that's not serving me. That is not me serving me like a servant. I mean, that is not serving me on another level. And I wrote down, I don't know exactly what I meant. Not serving me that on a lower frequency. To take us to the next level. I want to be friends with someone that is at least on my level, that can help me get to, you know, I want to evolve. I need to be at a next level of consciousness to where I'm evolving. I don't want to be kept here in this third dimension of time reality. This third dimension is just time and reality. You know, I'm ready to escape. But see, I don't think what people understand is that this is it. The Yahweh is coming to get his church. And it's not a building with a steeple on it, with a man in there spitting, talking to everybody, yelling at the Bible. It's not that. I am his church. Because I believe in him. And now, as every day I go by, and I've only been doing this for like a month now, and I noticed that things work out for me. It's not about money. What it is. It's about my time with myself. And if I focus on the right things, then good things happen. I'm not talking about money. I'm not talking about material things. I'm talking about me being able to have a pack of cigarettes. Like I know I couldn't do yesterday, or me being able to have a glass of water, or, you know, my needs that I don't so need, like my habits, like my beer and my cigarettes, they just come along nicely now. And I don't know how to do that because I'm being better to myself and my surroundings. And we got to talk about attraction. You are the company you keep. I don't want to be around nonsense. Yeah. If somebody is having a really bad problem, but they've had that same problem forever, I don't want to hear about it. If it's a genuine problem and you can't help it and you need to talk to somebody, then fine, I will absorb all your energy. I will listen to you. I am there for you. But if it's some same old bullshit, excuse my language, but if it's just the same thing that you're just going to keep getting into and allowing yourself to do that, then I don't need that energy. I don't want that energy. Don't even tell me about it. You know, and then I feel like they feel like I'm a bad person or a bad friend. No, I'm not. I have to conserve what I got. Because I'm an empath, and I didn't know the meaning of empath till like the past 2 months. I feel it. Like I genuinely feel it. It's almost like I just have to go take a nap just to revive from everything you just did. It's kind of like you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. But how many times are you going to lead them there? Because they didn't pay their water bill. You know, or deliberately did something to, you know, not being able to drink that glass of water. Stop doing stuff deliberately. That's the kind of friend I want. And I don't have none of those. Not at my immediate attention. And one more thing, I don't know if Shanna hears it because I know that Shanna is married. Another thing is lovers and boyfriends and girlfriends. That's that and the fear of death. I think that is two downfalls that is mankind just can't handle. And you actually have to participate in it. I ain't saying get a divorce. I'm just saying stop being up each other's ass and let, even whether girl on girl, boy on boy, man and wife, I don't care. You gotta let somebody breathe. You just gotta let them breathe. Even if you live together, you still got to give them time to breathe. Stop asking questions about where you've been. You don't own anybody. I don't own my children. My husband didn't own me. I didn't own him. This is a level of consciousness that people need to come to. I want to be able to be around people who I know are not questioning me, or I know that would not do anything to put me in harm's way. Second of all, sex. It's really not that bad not having it. And I'm here to speak. It's really not that bad. I mean, it's just not that. I don't miss it. And I don't do the masturbation thing either, because I feel like I get guilty if I do that. Like, that's not the whole reason I'm not being with a man. It's because I can please myself. Oh, well, I can please myself. No, I don't even want to be pleased like that. In a sense like that. Now, cuddling, watching a movie, or, going to dinner with another person, male or female, I'd be fine with that. Companionship, yes. But as far as that whole shit again, I'm not going to do it. I can do bad by my damn self, or I can rise above the one who held me down in the first place. It's just this generation, they think they own you.
Yeah.
Because that ring on your finger, they just own you. No, you don't. Because you know me on YouTube, you don't know me either. Because I gave you my number 2 years ago. It's just the appearance to me lately is everybody's got to have somebody. And I'm here to tell you, no, you don't. Well, I got to have my dog. My dog I love my Sandy. Like,
Yeah.
She showed me compassion. And the research that I've done, do you know that every animal, every living, breathing, especially the four-legged ones, never lost a consciousness or anything with their source? That's why she loves me unconditionally, because she's never lost her way with God, her creator. You ever think of it like that? Like, that's why they're just, wherever I go, she's there. It don't matter if I was to spank her or whatever. It doesn't matter. She's always there. And I don't mean like attacking people. She'll protect me. She protects me just by being my companion.
Is that the same dog you have in South Carolina?
Yeah, she's almost 5.
Yeah.
Because of her, I had to walk. Every time I had surgery, I couldn't apply pressure on my foot, but I sure did it with her. And I think that she was heaven sent to me. Because
Yeah.
probably wouldn't have done shit. I probably wouldn't have, but she made me do it. And I think that everybody needs to look outside of just human. Get a hobby. There's lots of things to do these days. I mean, hell, everybody's sitting at home on their devices.
I was gonna say, I've been spending a lot of money on them damn bingo games that you can play for money. You ever do that stuff?
Yeah, my mom and them used to go play bingo. Man. Have you hit yet?
Well, no, I just play like $1 and $5 games on my phone, and they pay you out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you get paid on Google Pay.
Did they really pay you though?
You can make, yeah. I've made $5 so far, and I've played 9. So I've done.
I play. Well, I do the bingo game too. What is it? Skills. The skill app. I do that, but yeah. I ain't never really. Yeah, I have skills. I do the bingo thing too. That's when I'm really bored.
Yeah, I do too, but
I've never got any money.
Well, I started playing for money, and then I've only put in $9, but you lose so fast that that's $9. That's 2 packs of cigarettes for me.
But I know, right? But you don't think of the computer in a way that maybe it's set up so you don't get past that $9. So you get past out of 10.
I supposedly I'm playing other people somewhere, and it set me up with my own, like everybody's set up according to their skill level. But I don't see her like the other day. I was like, I know Google, if you're playing a $30 game, they're not going to let you win 3 games in a row.
I did the same thing. I did it when I was in South Carolina. You can ask Mark. I stayed because I lived in a closet then before I got my room up there. But I literally was in a closet for 6 months, and I would just play games and eat and play with Sandy. Me and Sandy both in this little bit closet. And I sat in there and played games. I'm like, okay, I'm about to get nope, not getting paid. Okay, I'm about to get nope. And I got so mad at myself because I was like, why am I still? It was good pastime. Yeah. But I'm just like, I started thinking, and with them damn Asian people, I don't mean to say Asian as in a different culture. I'm just saying, it's all the Asian, everybody behind these apps, and I'm about to tell you, it's an Asian owner. Okay, as I'm not.
Oh yeah.
But they will say, you know what it is? It's the ads. As long as you're playing those games and you're watching that 1 minute ad, they get paid.
Oh yeah, big time. Like as many people, like if you had that many subscribers that are joined that app, imagine how much money you'd be making. There's like 5 million people that play that game. So
they're gonna go to hell. They're going to hell quicker than we are. I guarantee you that.
Day ads. You know, that's 2 million.
And then they have all the women on there trying to be sexy. Oh, you'll get the money. You know what? Pay me in advance. Okay. Angela says, I've been saying that I don't like people, LOL, their ways, attraction, actions, and how I'm affected by them. I have to spend a lot of time alone. Regrettably, energy, vampires are everywhere. You know what? You're absolutely right. And now you realize that. But the thing is now, Angela, how old are you? Sandy, stop. The thing is I don't think if the ascension I've been going through and the awareness that I've had to realize that I'm going through and the appreciation that I'm going through, I had to be the age I am right now. You think you're grown? I thought I was grown because I raised 4 kids. You know, no, that didn't make that. No, being alone, I'm truly believe that that's why Job went through what he went through, because Jesus was not going to hand him everything. I'm not going to hand you this. But this is what I can do, because he's so lost. And, you know, it's okay to love your wife and your children. And, you know, it's okay for that, but you got to love yourself. You got to love yourself. I was a mom at 16. Yep. Me too. I got pregnant the first time I ever did anything and had to drop out. But whenever she started Head Start, I remember Head Start. I took classes and got my GED. Absolutely.
I remember Head Start too.
I remember Head Start. You remember? Do you remember? I was in something called ESA. Like I needed help with my spelling. I still can't spell. Yeah. I can't spell or enunciate to save my life, but I'm good at everything else. But what I was going to say is that because I needed help with that, you know what I'm saying? And it's like people are, oh, you got a high school or a GED, a high school diploma. They're the same damn thing. Well, I don't know why people use back in my day. They
sent me off to get my GED, and I got my GED like the first time I passed it. But I still wanted to go to. I still wanted to go to high school though.
But think of it now. Think of it now. How dumb are you if you have an option, GED or high school diploma? They have the same credibility. I'm not going to school. I'm getting my GED. See ya. Then I would be the smart one. No. Especially if you have a kid. You know, there's so and then leaving you're having to hire back, because my mama told me, I will not. She's like, you're woman enough to lay down and spread your legs. I'm like, I did it one time. She's like, you're woman enough to do it. You're going to be woman enough. My mom was not the type of mom that, you know, oh, let me get the baby. You get some sleep. No, she kept the baby as long as I was in school or working. And then it got to the point to where she was like, no, get a babysitter when I was working. But she kept them when I was in school. But, you know, I was mad at her at the time, though. But now I'm just like, that taught me structure. That taught me responsibility. Period. She said, I'm taking care of my dog. I took her to the vet. She was pregnant. She had 10 puppies. It took her 24 hours. And
10 puppies.
Oh, that's 5 hours. She's grieving. I haven't had a good night. I am so sorry. I can relate, though. I'm not walking in your shoes, but let me tell you what happened. I don't know if y'all know, but when I got up here, I told my stepdad, I said, man, he's got 200 acres. We have 200 acres, but we live on 40. So I was like, I want some chickens. Let me go ahead. I've never had a garden. I want to start a garden. So, you know, he went and got, she's 54. So yeah, you're in the right place in your life. But he got me some chickens. I had 6 beautiful chickens. I mean, 2 of the chickens, they didn't look like chickens. They look like peacock chickens or something. But I had them for months. About 2 weeks ago.
Did you guys were you getting eggs from them?
No. All of them are gone now. Coyotes got them. I had to. Oh. They got 3 at one time, and I followed the feathers and the everything all into the woods, found them, and then they plucked off the other ones one by one, and the other one was just taking night for last. She was the only one left, and she was the only one left. And I was out there, you know, looking at her pet, and I'm like, oh God, I hope he don't get you, because she's alone now, you know, because their rooster got taken first. And I just, Angela, I had to tell myself, it's not my fault. it's
Gotta
their
sleep out
nature.
there.
It's
Sleep
the
out there
nature. Yeah, and I had to let it go. I had to let it go. You know, and I know that you know that she's grieving, but do you know that your dog knows that you're grieving too? So the grieving's never going to stop. You have to, you know, love her and be like, it's going to be okay. We're going to be fine. But I feel you. You're an empath, aren't you? I know you are. But we have to let our dog's feelings go.
Yeah.
She's getting on my nerves because she's hurting herself. That's why I keep telling her to stop scratching. And I know it's the scratching noise that gets on my nerves. And also, I don't want her hurt. But at the same time, I'm like, all right, you keep doing that. But who's going to have to take care of her? Me, when she starts bleeding and have to cost me a vet bill. So I do. In the middle of the night, I get a little angry with her. Like, God, stop. But when she's
Should buy her
asleep,
some of that. I bought my cat had the same thing. She kept scratching. She had a spot on her, and I went on Amazon and bought this antibacterial homeopathic spray. And you sprayed it on there like 3 times, and it just cleared it right up.
okay, well, I need to do that. You know the name of it? What's a homeopathic? What's that?
I'll actually show you. Because it's for cats and dogs. I have it right
It's
here.
a homeopathic or hypoallergenic?
Can you see it?
Sounds. Bring it a little closer. Okay, I see it. I see it. What's the? I can't see the name of it.
Okay, let me see. It's called. Hold on, I get my glasses.
No, we all wear glasses.
Veterinary
eye doctor, man.
Veterinary formula clinical care antiseptic antifungal spray.
Antifungal spray. Okay, and you got it from Amazon.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's only like
10.
$10.
Okay, well that's great.
Yeah.
And it worked.
Yeah, cleared it. That's like the 3rd bottle I've gone to because somehow they got mange on them. It took away their mange. It took away their mange.
I thought it was mange. I was like, this looks like mange. Yesterday I took her out there. And the whole bag, it's just thickly dried. I mean, it's dried like a skin disorder. Like what's that skin disorder? Well, I think that when I bathed her a couple of weeks ago, welcome back, Shanna. When I bathed her a couple of weeks ago, I'm thinking I might have left it on her. Didn't get enough off, but it wouldn't have lasted this long.
No, it wouldn't. Their skin gets really scaly. Like scaly. Like
it is scaly. It's like a fish scaly.
Yes. That stuff will get it right off them. That's what they.
What is that called that you're talking about that we get? Because I actually have that and I can't think of what it's called. Darn it!
2 of them. White people get one and black people get the other one. What is it?
Eczema. Thank you. Yeah. Yes, eczema.
But can they develop that all of a sudden? You think?
Yeah, you can develop it all of a sudden.
And also, your other cats and dogs can catch it from them.
I don't have any more. My chickens.
David.
Yeah.
David's Skywatch. Are you familiar? I was telling China. I think there's some kind of treatment you can do with rosemary.
I've never heard of that. I don't
know much about rosemary.
No, I've heard of
I'm not sure if that's the right thing, but because remember when Puppy Dog was like losing all his hair and stuff? He got the mange, and I was trying to treat that without using because the thing you buy at the store, like if you go to like Tractor Supply or whatever and get the treatment for mange, that stuff is horrible. It's like codfish oil.
How does one get mange?
It's mites. It's mites.
It's skin.
Like in their ears?
Skin mites. Yeah, they feed off the skin.
Yeah. But what's weird is the mange that dogs get
is totally different.
Those mites. The mites don't want to get on. They don't want to go on you. It
might like a lice.
It's kind of like lice, but it's a lice that only goes to the dogs. That it doesn't want to get on humans. It's so weird. I'm fixing to get a huge thunderstorm here, by the way.
I noticed my.
Did you ever know that the planes, that a lot of stuff that's falling down on top of us causes skin conditions and
Oh yeah, absolutely.
My asthma gets worse when I go outside. I don't know if I'm just exposed to myself.
No, No, I've totally today.
Yeah.
It was such a weird sky day here, and I actually took my husband lunch at his work, and I was like, "Do you think the skies are going to clear off?" And he was like, "No, they're not going to clear off," because it was like totally a lot of spraying going on, and then this afternoon it totally cleared off, and now I've got a big, huge thunderstorm coming my way. But my allergies, you hear how my voice sounds. I'm like, constantly.
You know how you could tell when there's a lot of stuff in the air? Turn off all your lights and light your lighter and see if it has a halo around it.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
you could get a flashlight. Just okay. Yeah. A lot of y'all, I'm probably fixing to piss off a lot of people. Are you okay? Are you okay with that, China?
I doubt it.
Girl,
I'm probably fixing to piss off a lot of people.
Well, I better be pissed off than pissed on.
Yeah.
I made a video called Old English. And I made this video because
I love Old English.
Cologne. Yeah, I got it. From high school.
Both of y'all going in and
out. Old English is also the wood cleaner. That's what I named the video off the wood cleaner. I got some because I said I need some super old English in my house because and everybody that commented on this video that I did, they were like, you need to get some sage in your house. You need to super duper like cleanse your house.
Okay.
Because what I did.
How did you piss everybody off with Old English? I don't get that. What'd you do?
Because what I did was I turned the light on my phone, and I was sitting in a perfectly dark room in my house, and I went around and hit every pillow or everything in my house and stirred up all the dust. And all of those particles that flew around my camera look like orbs.
Yeah.
And I was just trying to prove a point that sometimes when you see orbs in your house, the only way, if it's mostly dust, what people catch. That is, I'm going to be 100% honest. What most people catch is dust.
Orbs travel alone. And if it's a lot of them, it's dust. Sorry.
But listen.
I'm listening.
If a person's filming with their phone with their light on,
yeah, it's gonna hit dust.
It's dust. If they're filming without their light on their phone, that might be something. That might be something. But if you've got your light on your phone, you're picking up dust.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you see my last?
I just did this. I only did it because I was trying to prove a point, sister. You know what I'm saying?
So they got pissed off because they realized that there weren't orbs.
I pissed off a lot of people. Yeah.
But why would that
and most people because I realized because you could see in a lot of these people's videos that I was watching about orbs.
Busted their balls.
You could see when they would put their hand out that their hand was lit up because their camera light was on, and that's lighting up stuff in the. It lights up dust particles, super duper.
You debunked their asses. That's what you did. Why'd they get mad though? Because you debunked them.
Yeah.
China. Do you remember the video that you did on that Danzig water?
On what? Oh, that's my number one. I got like
you got
1,000 hits on that.
I hit it the other day. I was like, oh my God, she's got like a grip of fucking views. Sorry, a bunch of views on there. Yeah, that was big. That was a big
comments. If you read all those comments, though, boy, I went through hell on there.
I know.
And get their thoughts and their theory. I don't care as long as you're viewing it. My views are going up. I still, but that was back when I wasn't monetized.
Yeah.
So they still want. I haven't got a penny from that. I mean, in 7 years, I've made 199.25 cents from YouTube.
Did you get any? How many subs did you get from that vid?
Hardly any.
Really?
Because there were more people hated on it than they liked it.
My biggest My biggest vid had like 10,000 hits, and I got like 400 subscribers from that one video.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
But see, I got suspended. See, back in the day when we got suspended, you got suspended for 3 months. You could not upload. You could not go live. You couldn't do nothing. And Shanahoney and I got suspended a lot, didn't we?
How many copies?
We got suspended like left, right, and yonder. Oh my gosh! So
all the time.
Copyright strikes. What's a copyright strike mean?
A copyright strike is when someone says that you use their material and you didn't have the permission to do it.
Well, I've never got suspended for it though, and I've got like 4.
Because now you can get 3 strikes before you get suspended. Back then you got 1 strike. That was 3 months. You couldn't upload. So I've been
and it is over time. Like if you get one, like say last month, and then you get 1 3 months from now, those don't correlate because the time frame between them it like nullifies the first one.
Damn, you guys, a damn car drove by with the stereo on last time, and they gave me a copyright strike for it.
But you didn't get shut down though, right?
Shut me down, but it was for the music.
I've got 2 strikes in the past I want to say month and a half, and they were by 2 people I knew. And I don't know I have a strike until I check my email, because I don't get the comments like everybody thinks. Well, you don't answer my comment because I haven't seen it yet. But you have to contact. Like remember I did Blood Over Intent, Shanna? And I used J Dreamin'. It was J Dreamin' X. And I simply contacted
J Dreamers. J Dreamers, is that who you're talking about?
Yeah, J Dreamers. And I contacted him. I was like, look, I just got a strike from using your content. He was like, oh, I'll handle that. He's like, first thing, he's like, I got it this morning and I saw it. He's like, I'm gonna handle it. So if you talk to the content user, they will have it removed.
Oh, same with you. You actually showed the video. The guy, remember that song I wanted you to share?
Yeah, it was hard with him. You know what he made me do?
He made you go through all the hoops. All the hoops.
I had to read and listen to these audiobooks on why you should never do it. And then I had to write him like he was my teacher. I had to write him a paragraph and then recite it to him word for word before he lifted it. He's like, okay, that sounds good. And he put me through hell.
But wasn't that song? Was that song not beautiful and worth sharing with everybody?
It was so beautiful, but I haven't listened to it since. You know what else is going on, guys? If you've been on YouTube a very long time and you are now, you had to say certain people back in the day that was your partner, and now they got thousands and thousands of subs. YouTube, the rules that apply to us now didn't apply years ago, but they're going through my channel. And people who I thought was my friend, I'm not gonna mention their names, thought was my friend, is now striking me for their content that I used with them on my panel.
Yeah, I guarantee it. I guarantee people are viperous.
Like, why y'all hating on me? I'm under 3,000 subs and you got over 100. What the hell are you mad at me for? But if you don't get another strike and within a certain amount of time, they lift that. I get that, but I try not to get mad about it, but we gotta watch who we befriend because people is a lot of like money hungry.
Do you remember, guys? You remember Richie from Boston? You guys remember Richie from Boston? You ever watch?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I used to fervently watch Richie from Boston.
Everybody that I know did too. Now, they took him totally off. All his channels, he's totally gone.
Oh yeah, I know.
You know what? There are certain people out there that I know that have big channels now and still respect me. No matter what, they still like Planet X Hunter. He will never, ever claim that I used his material without telling him. You would never do it. And like,
I have to tell you, girl. I think I'm gonna have to go.
Okay, I was gonna say that too. I gotta go too. I think I gotta go.
Well, a thunderstorm's coming in. It's already started to rain a little bit, and the wind's gonna pick up like crazy. And when I go in the house, I don't have service well. So anyway, I just want to say I love you. I love you guys.
Take care of yourself.
I gotta try to get my window rolled up. My motor's out on my window, and I gotta get my husband to try to help me get my window rolled up. So, love you guys.
Bye. Take care.
Much love to you guys.
How's of a storm?